p.m. We will stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam City Clerk, would you call the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Quorum is present for the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, and Joint Powers Authority.
All right, any persons wishing to address the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority, or the JPA on any item on the agenda may do so at this time for 1 minute.
Good afternoon, Mayor. So tense in here. We gonna get it right. Just a minute off. It's a minute off. So with that being said, Council, it seems like you guys are doing your job in saving the earth because the staff reports are getting thinner and thinner. So with this, well, let's see. I had a couple questions. I know it's probably not appropriate to ask questions from this podium, but let's see. Public Works Amendment 1 to the Traffic Management Agreement. You guys issued a proposal April 20th. And on the staff report, it said that there were going to be attachments for the resolution for budget amendment, agreement 2019, RFP 1148, and none of it exists on here. So as the members of this council like to sit in their soapbox and give this impassioned speech about transparency, this has been an ongoing trend since the councilwoman from District 1 was elected to office, that these staff reports seem to get thinner and thinner by design. Now, I can't comment on the public hearing, but I don't want to make you mad. So I'm going to give you that minute back you were complaining about. Have a good one.
Close public comment, and we'll go to item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Successor Agency members, and Housing Authority members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
Aye. The public hearing has been continued. We'll go on to item 2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on March 29th, 2023. And Mayor, before I ask that you call the roll, just want to make sure that all of the council has read the minutes and no discrepancy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Item 3.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 4th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Consent calendar, items 4 through 10.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council
Mr. Mayor,
member-
Yes.
I would like to pull item 8, please.
Okay. Okay. We're going to have to now rescind the first and second. So, Madam City Clerk, I'm moving to rescind the last motion.
Okay. Is there a second?
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. So, okay. Now, you want to pull item 8?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we're pulling item 8. Making a motion to move items 4 through 10, excluding 8.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray.
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Councilwoman, do you have a question on item 8?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for the information, but I wanted clarification. I believe it was last meeting when we looked at the agreement for Ms. Trivolotti. I believe part of her responsibilities included traffic management and operations. And I think that was one of the areas that she listed in support of using general funds. And so I'd like some clarification on the difference in what was in her report and what is here.
Sure. My name is Louis Atwell, Assistant City Manager and Public Works Director. So Lisa Trifoletti's, her task was to look at transportation and management operations plan, the TMOP, for the construction of the ITC. And so during construction of the ITC, there's a huge impact to the roadways. So what she did was, and her team, was model the traffic during construction. So that's considered as the TMOP. This is for actual traffic management in the field traffic management. So they would take a TMOP, for instance. In this case, it would be the TMOP for the events. So there was a TMOP, a Transportation Management Operations Plan, that was put together for the venues. And out in the field, they would put the cones down, they would put barricades up, and they would manage pedestrian and vehicular traffic during events, both on ingress and egress.
Right.
This is what this is for. And by the way, these are reimbursable expenses.
They
So at the end of the day, nothing comes out of the city's coffers. It's just fronting the money, and then they reimburse it.
Okay.
The main thing, Mr. Atwell, these are two entirely different things.
Correct, that is correct.
Madam, is there a motion? Second. Madam City Clerk?
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla. Morales. Mayor Buds.
Aye. DR1.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members approve amendment number 1 to agreement number 23-108 for plan check and inspection services.
Move 1 and 2.
Second.
Madam
Mr.
City.
Mayor, I have a question.
Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you. Not asking for a full staff report, but I do want some clarification on, I think it's Mr. Jackson, maybe. In your report, there's no distinction between what is being used, the amendment funds that are being requested, what's being used for citywide plan check and what's being used for the IBEC.
Yeah, there were a number of things going on with regard to this request. One was a budget amendment to increase the amount of our budget for contract services. The other were modifications to agreements that deal with our citywide plan check and inspection services. Now, when I say citywide, it includes everything but the IBEC project, the Clippers Arena. And that's done on purpose to bifurcate the difference between the two, so we ensure that the costs associated with the Clippers project is not commingled with general fund due to our development agreement. So, with regard to the citywide, that 9.6 million. That's a multi-year agreement, so it's a 3-year agreement, and so it amounts to about $3.2 million per year. That does not include the IBEC project. So that's all just the activity that's going on here. And I would just note that
Mr. Jackson, we don't need all that. She asked a direct question. You answered it. That's enough.
Okay, Mayor.
Well, let me just, I want to make sure I understand you. So out of the $9.6 million, how much is being used for citywide?
That would be $9.6 million.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Madam
you.
City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. DR2.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members direct staff to submit 2 applications to the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority through the Express Lanes Net Toll Revenue Reinvestment Grant Program in furtherance of the Inglewood Transit Connector Project.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. A1.
Thank you, Mayor. We had 2 closed session items. The first one was CS1, which is Maria Franco versus City of Inglewood. As to that, there's a request for a motion to approve settlement in the matter.
So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
And the
Aye.
second item, Mayor, was the CS2, which was Michael Bailey versus City of Inglewood. There's a request for settlement in that matter also. So moved.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla.
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Mayor Buds.
Aye. CM1.
Thank you, Mayor. There are no reports from the City Manager's office.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. CC1.
No reports, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam City Clerk. CC2.
Monthly Treasurer's Report for the month ending June 30th, 2023.
Receive and file. Successor agencies in session, CSA 2 and CSA 3.
Okay. Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 4th, 2023.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, Gray, successor agency members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla, Morales,
Aye.
Chairman Butts.
Aye. CSA 3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending June 30th, 2023.
Receive and file adjourn the successor agency. The Housing Authority is in session. H2.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 4th, 2023.
So move.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Housing Authority members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Chairman Butts.
Aye. H3.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending June 30th, 2023.
Receive and file adjourn the Housing Authority. The JPA is in session. JPA 1.
Approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 4th, 2023.
So move. Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Joint Powers Authority members, Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Chairman Butts.
Aye. JPA 2.
Monthly Treasurers Report for the month ending June 30th, 2023.
Receive and file. Adjourn the JPA. There are no appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Public comment. For 1 minute, persons wishing to address City Council on any matter connected with city business not elsewhere considered may do so at this time.
I wanted to point this out. If you have a department head that has a hard time explaining something that should be easily understandable by the general public, and then you have the chair of the meeting cut them off, that should tell you something. There is too much slippery slope language in this staff report. And it just seems just like there's an agenda out here, but you guys are writing staff reports or presenting facts to the public that just border on that line of white lie of deception. And you guys are purposely doing. It's pretty interesting that the public hearing was pulled. I got that. But there needs to be a distinction in what, it's like we're supplementing what the developers are bringing to this city. And it's not, the taxpayers should not be paying for Steve Ballmer's Disneyland. This is getting tiring.
Are there any other public comments?
Again, welcome to the great city of Inglewood. Good afternoon to the leadership and people present. I'm still speaking about the same subject as it relates to Inglewood not being a sanctuary city. That takes courage when the county and the state are sanctuaries. So, Mayor, I want you to know I really appreciate that courage. And I went to the town hall meeting at Crenshaw, which many of your colleagues are going to the board to protest what's going on. I hope you take a look and, show them courage on that situation also. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? With that, we'll close public comment and we'll go to council comments. Councilwoman Gray, District 1.
Thank you very much. I do have a couple of things that I want to report on that I attended this past week. One was the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the Sinopolis Luxury Cinemas, referred to as Inglewood IMAX Theater. Was a wonderful event. The mayor and myself were there for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, so it's a wonderful addition to the city. I also attended Mari Morales's OPA organization, which is One for All. It was at St. John's Church, and that organization gives out many, many scholarships to well-deserved students. I think they gave 70 scholarships this past Saturday or Sunday. The mayor and I know that the council members were there. I don't think that Councilwoman Falk was there, but it was a wonderful event. It was well-attended. Lots of parents and community members and students. So it was a wonderful event again. Want to tell folks for District 1, I want them to save the date. There will be a shredding opportunity on September 24th in District 1. It will be at the ICOP Center, so please save the date, September 24th. Also, just to remind you that my office hours at the ICOP Center will start August 24th. I will be there from 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. So I invite all of the residents to please stop by and see me. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilman Padilla, District 2.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I too, we attended a few events this weekend, kicking it off with the OFA, Mari Morales. She handed out several scholarships to our young students here from Inglewood as they go in their education journey out to college, to universities. And it's so nice to see their families there to support them. But I also want to thank Donald Goodman and Darlene Farms. Darlene Farms has been here in Inglewood for over 30 years, and they give graciously and donate to these scholarships so these young men and women can afford to buy whatever they need, resources, as they go off to college. So I want to thank Donald Goodman and Donnelly Farms for doing that. After that, we also had an opportunity to attend the St. Margaret Center, where they had refurbished in their offices courtesy of the Rotary Club. And it was really good to see our community support out there from not only Inglewood, but also from the Westchester area. They came out to support Mary Agnes, who runs the St. Margaret Center, and all the good work that she does for our community. I want to remind folks that this Sunday, I have my animal wellness clinic for dogs and cats to be vaccinated. We're going to have veterinarians there. It's going to be at the community center, District 2 Community Center, Sunday from 9 to 12. All the spots are already taken. But for a couple of folks that might show up, if we can fit you in, we will. And that's a slippery slope because people are going to show up but nothing venture, nothing gain. So we'll try and fit you in. Yesterday, and the mayor and I know we attended the Champions Grant presentation. I want to thank our staff, Kiona and others that were there that helped make a presentation to our community, to the small business owners, to the nonprofits. As we've mentioned before, there's $4 million in federal grant funds that we're going to disperse because to us, as a council, the mayor, the council, our folks up here on the dais, we want to continue to ensure that our businesses and our nonprofits are a success. And so we want you and we encourage you to apply for these funds. And you can do it online. The portal is open and available for everyone. I have a backpack giveaway coming up on Saturday, August 5th from 9 to 12 at Centinela School. Every school kid that shows up will get a backpack. No one will be turned down. So with that, have a great week. Oh, wait, the big thing, chili cook-off, the picnic, Saturday, August 12th. Look forward to seeing everybody, and we got all 12 chefs booked for the chili cook-off. Thank you.
Councilman Elor Morales.
Thank you. I'd just like to briefly touch on some of the same things. First of all, Cinepolis, that was an awesome event on, when was it? Last Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
I mean, incredible the party that they threw out there. But aside from that, I mean, it really is a first-class theater if you guys haven't seen it. My understanding also is that there is less than 70 IMAX 70 millimeters in the country. This is one of them, which explains why it's been a sellout. Basically, you can't get a ticket even if you look it up. But it's amazing, and it's beautiful out there. Just the parking's right close by. Everything is real nice. On like the guys said, Mari Morales, great OFA presentation. But I'm glad Alex pointed out the fact that our sponsors are so consistent and they're so generous. And that's what makes it work, right? And I mentioned it there, but we also have these nonprofits that they trust. And they basically instill all this funding so that the kids can get it, and they do. The families are there, and it was an awesome sense of community. And of course, then we went to St. Margaret Center. I know there's pictures up there, Thomas. You showed pictures of everybody else.
But
I don't.
you
I
and me
don't
don't
know
get bitches.
why. I didn't, anyway, the bottom line is that St. Margaret Center is an excellent organization, but their funding comes from all private donors, and they redid their complex there, which is still on our border, but they serve hundreds of families. I know that folks here contribute to their food bank and their gifts for the families. I know Alex does every year, as well as we all contribute during our events. But I'll tell you, the unique thing about this one is they turn no one away. It doesn't matter, and that's what's so incredible about a really organization like that. So I just wanted to say that a lot of good. We had some luxury stuff, and then we took care of a lot of nonprofit stuff. That's amazing. So that's it, Mayor.
Okay. I don't like queue up a bunch of pictures, so
Well, I didn't get any, so it's all good.
so we're okay. But I would tell you that the Sinopolis was something else. You know, we had the Fox Theater on Market Street, and I don't think the Miracle Theater was called the Miracle when it was a movie theater. What was it called?
No,
Eloy?
$1 million.
Yeah, there you go. And then you had the Academy on Manchester near Crenshaw, and there was one more
The Fox.
down the block on Manchester. So there were two on Manchester.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's a church now. So what the point I'm saying is,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then we had the Century Drive-In, okay, because I've been running here since '72. The Fox closed in '88, burned down in '93. Oh,
Man, that
he
was
s-
after.
He said it was a
That
Pussycat.
was after, but thanks a lot, Thomas.
Okay,
TMI, Thomas.
but it wasn't
no, that was
pornography, was
after
it?
it closed. That was after the original.
Yeah,
theater
because
closed.
originally, I know it wasn't a Pussycat.
Yeah.
Okay, but we digress. And the point that I'm making is that, '93, the Fox burned and Century Drive-In, all the drive-ins in the country went away because people realized the land was more valuable than coming in to see a movie at night and make a couple bucks. And so then we have now a multiplex dine-in theater here in the city of Inglewood. Now, our residents don't have to leave the city to go see a current movie. Now, these are small things, but they're huge things because everybody talks about the big things that we do, but this is a huge quality of life issue. And I got to tell you, the restaurant is excellent, the food is excellent, and it's a real diverse menu. So I'm, very proud that we have a multiplex theater. And so, and with that, we're adjourned.
Use your buzzer.
Let's see, time.